Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and we are back here on Dungeons & Dragons Online. Let me real quick go here because I keep forgetting about this, and this might be why it's all messing up on me here. Let's set this to high. There we go. Exit out of that. Hopefully that didn't mess up my recording here. It still looks like it's lagging a little bit. Let's see if there's something we can change here that will help that out. Doesn't get advanced. Oh, I'm on very high. That's one reason there. Switch that to high, maybe? Maybe that'll help. Try linear. That looks a little bit better. Anyway, guys, this episode we're going to look at our different specs for this one. Different enhancements, that's what they're called on here. Anytime you want to change your spells and you're inside of town, you can come into the tavern, you get this little thing up here, and you can change your spells in and out. Right now, we're pretty happy with what our spells are, so we don't really need to change them out right now. But anyway, we do have a quest here to help out Keja, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. But if you scroll over it, it'll give you a little bit more information on it. Like that. But right now, enhancements. And that's not going to do anything. Let's try enhancements. There we go. This is what we're looking for. And we have 3 basic, anything that has in parentheses here wizard or from our actual wizard class. And then everybody gets the hopper option for us. And we also have a halfling one here. And first thing for halfling here, if we put a point in that, it gets a +1 to all saving throws. And then we have 3 different specs here. We have the Archmage. Choose a school to specialize in, gaining a spell-like ability from that school. In addition, each enhancement point spent in the Archmage tree that's a +1 spell power to spells and a +2 to all maximum spell points. Okay. So you can actually click on this, and you can look at what you're going to get. So this one gives you shield. This one gives you grease. Now the spell-like ability is separate from your actual spell, so take that into consideration. The hypnosis, magic missile will give us an actual magic missile spell-like ability. For each action points, you get a +1 to universal spell power and a +2 to spell maximum. That seems pretty good. Invisibility, I don't think so. Necromancy. Chill touch, which we're not using that often, so I don't think that's going to be good. Jump, which gives us transmutation 2-1. I really want to go with the magic missile one if I go with Archmage. The Pale Master is a necromancy build, so and you can get like a skeleton warrior that you can summon and will fight like a tank type thing for you. And you can buff him up the more points you spend into it. You can get him up to like really powerful. So necromancy is a really cool one. And then we have a like a sword mage, I guess this would be. So it's kind of like defense and offense. If you're going to use like a weapon or that kind of stuff, it might be something you go into. I think for me right now, I think I'm going to go with Archmage. Damage exposed generate 10% less. Scholar, what are you? Elemental and Force 1. Your untyped damage spells an additional 1% chance to critical hit. Wand and Scroll Mastery. Universal power when wielding an orb or staff. That might be useful. That might be useful, especially if I don't go wand spec. If you go staff spec, which I currently have a staff anyway, that might be pretty good. Increase your maximum spell power by 30. And it's a 3-point move. I think I'm going to go Archmage. You can respec, so you can reset these if you want. And we're going to accept that one. So I don't have any points remaining right now. That does give me a spell-like ability. Now, if I want to use that, I actually have to come into here, and right here is our invocation spell-like ability. And what I want to do here is actually switch these two out right here. So then I can pop a magic missile and pop another magic missile, and then if I need to, I can use my shopping grasp. And I might do a staff build. So stick with the staff, and I will use the wand if I absolutely need it. So let's go ahead and go out. And now that we've figured that one out, I will be doing the +1 to saving throws, definitely. There is a couple more. Sorry about that. A couple more items here that I do want over here. You got the saving throw here. The dexterity will help me a little bit on defense. But what I want here is this. You get an additional use of your dragon mark per day and additional +1 per heal. So we will be going up the halfling tree here as we level. I want to get all the stuff on this tree first though, and I definitely want 3 points in this one in particular here. So that'll give me 3 more uses. So I'll be able to cast that one, this one right here 6 times per day or per rest instead of 3 times per rest. So that will be really useful. Other than that, I don't need any of the rest of these on here, I don't believe. So I might just go for the 3 points here, and we'll see if I'm going to actually go get the next mark. We'll see how that goes. Definitely we're going to Archmage. So if you got any Spectre builds you want to show me for the actual Archmage, leave them in the comments down below. And again, you can multi-class, but I don't believe I'm going to be doing that. I think we're going just regular old Archmage. And I'm going to do one of the actual quest lines in this one, and then on the next episode we'll do some more. So I swear to Cinnamberry, there's an unholy wailing coming from Heyton's family crypt. No one wants to check on it for fear the Shawargan and their cronies. But what could they want in Heyton's crypt? Oh dear. Why won't anyone... I'm really horrible at this reading it. I think the letters kind of throw me off. Oh dear. Why won't anyone go down there and see? We'll do it. We'll hook you up, man. Now you can go to your trainer here to do all the stuff you need to do. So this is the main trainer, and you can actually go here and do the spin points, but you can actually bring it up in your menu down there too, so you don't actually have to come to this guy if you don't want to. I don't believe you can put points on inside the dungeons though. We don't know that for sure. We're gonna go in here. Another thing I did want to tell you guys, I don't remember if I told you on the last one. This does use the Embryon God belief system. Those of you who have played 3.5 Dungeons & Dragons board game, tabletop game, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it does use the Embryon God system. I don't know if the expansions that you get will bring those different gods into this. As far as I know, the Embryon Gods is the one that's in this one. So we're going to go ahead and enter this under normal. Now the DM will talk in this, so be mindful of that.
Deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of. And by the passage leading in, a grim-faced man glares at you.
So this is Jacoby Draxelhand, and he is the Crypt Keeper, and we're going to talk to him. Haven't seen you before. You're new in Kronos. God, I'm horrible with these names. Korthos. Well, you should go back to the village. This crypt is falling apart. You could trip on some rubble and hurt yourself. The villagers talk about some strange noises down here. I'm going to investigate. Let me pass. Fine, don't come crying to me after you trip and break your neck. Don't worry, we won't.
Strange. Sarcophagi line the walls, but they're broken open and empty. Where did the bodies go?
So I know that up here...
You notice something strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover more.
Now, you don't always discover this, and if you're human and you have really crappy stats, you probably won't even see this little... you won't even get that little notification. But if you hit 9 here... 9... Failed action. Why didn't that work?
Some kind of secret door in the wall.
Yeah.
Once
and it'll flash
open
down
it,
here.
You can reach whatever's behind it. This is a dark and dusty passage. It doesn't look like anyone's come through here in decades.
Come on. There's an E. I think it's E. I've been pressing F because Star Trek Online. Yeah, it's E. My bad. Getting all my little keybinds mixed up. Make sure you break everything you can in the dungeons. You get extra experience for breaking items in the dungeons. I don't actually know how that's supposed to work in regular D&D terms, but that's the way it works in here. And if any time you want to see your XP total, you can click on this little button XP right here next to the thing, and it shows you what your total is thus far. Okay? So
there's something odd on the wall, possibly dangerous. If you search, you may be able to find out more.
Now we can spot this kind of stuff, but we will not be able to... Why is that not working? If I hit 1... Yeah, now they switched them back again. What the heck? Okay, guys, I'm going to switch these back out. See, I had these right the first time, and it glitched up the last time we played and wouldn't let me use them. So let's move these all over. We'll put them here. We'll put shield. Okay, now we're here again. I'm going to go ahead and put my shield on. And we hit 9 again. What?
You found the triggering mechanism for some sort
I am
of
so
trap in this
confused.
room. It would take someone trained as a rogue or artificer to disarm it.
What is going on? No. See now? This is starting to tick me off. I want you here. I'm going to switch these back, and then if it keeps messing up, I don't know what I'm going to do.
A chest. It's out in the open and unprotected. And that's probably what the dead cultist by the
Oh,
chest
now
did.
you want to do it. Okay, anyway, you can spot the traps, but you can't disarm them. So, make sure you do search, but you can't disarm them. But this trap right here, it'll spray acid all the way across here. But if you
Acid sprays out of the wall as the gate slams shut.
if you sneak up onto this and get close enough to right here, you can actually get into this chest without setting off the trap there. So, and boots up evil guard. Okay, I'm gonna loot all that. And you can hit this again right here. Going across this will trigger that though, and you can't really get across here without actually triggering that, and it will do damage to us. So we don't want to go across there. So we're going to head back. It's better to go through this side anyway. Now we do have our shield still on, and for right here, we're going to. Now our magic missile spell-like ability does have a whole lot longer cooldown there. Why are you not targeting? And then we're gonna boom.
What are those cultists up to?
There we go.
This bears more investigation. A treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here. Though rusty, this longsword is still sharp.
Now,
It's a slashing weapon, perfect for slicing through putrid zombie flesh that would resist puncturing or bludgeoning weapons.
if you need this weapon, go ahead and pick it up because you can use it to kill zombies really, really fast. I don't need it, so I'm gonna leave it in here. If you can't sell it, because it's a starter weapon down there, so you can't sell it. So if you don't need it, don't even bother picking it up. But you do want to go ahead and open the chest there. And we're going to go ahead and go in here. Now, if you do this right in here, you can actually gain better experience. So I'm going to show you how to do this
There's a Sahuagin
to get
here,
the maximum amount of
performing
experience.
some kind of
And what do you want to do? You want to run up here real quick before he finishes casting his spell. And you want to attack this thing and kill this before he finishes casting his spell. And as you can see there, we didn't finish it, so now we got 3 enemies to battle here.
You continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
We're going to move up on this guy and go ahead and... There we go. Okay. But if you take this out before he reses that guy, you get an extra experience. Now I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm small, and my little weapon here wasn't able to deal enough damage because of my strength. Well, you could try it with your wand, but long range is kind of wonky in here. But make sure you pick up that little emblem off the floor though. Definitely want to do that. And our shield spell is getting ready to move off, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And you want to go ahead before you use your little potions. You want to go ahead and use these whenever it's possible for you to use those. So this guy here is a ranged guy. And I'm going to move up close. There we go. We don't have a target here.
As you slay
Ooh.
these foul
Critical hit.
cultists, take care to keep your own health up.
We might need to rest before we finish this
Another
dungeon. I
treasure
usually like...
chest. Perhaps the cultists brought... This heavy mace is a bludgeoning weapon, ideal for smashing apart skeletons. Their bones are resistant to puncturing or slashing weapons.
So basically, this dungeon teaches you a little bit about different types of monsters and stuff. The next room in here is going to have skeletons in it, and they're resistant to slicing and piercing weapons, so you have to use bludgeoning weapons to damage them. Or magic. Or magic. So we're going to go in here, and the minute you open this door and go in here, you want to get to that thing as fast as possible. So
There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Crag Wolf Heyton, in life you served the light, but in death...
Another crest drops out as you smash
now again,
the altar.
we didn't get that in time, so
Other altars elsewhere in the script.
he backed off. Just to cast spells on us. So we're going to go up close, and we're going to hit him with some magic. Come on. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and use another thing to heal. Now, again, you do get bonus experience for taking these out beforehand. So if you think you can do that, go ahead. Wizards are a lot harder to do that with, because you don't really deal enough damage at the start to do that. But you will eventually. We're running really low on our MPs here. There we go. I'm going to try to go ahead. Well, we need to go ahead and take these out. Get some minis. Again, you want to break them if you can break them. And sometimes when you break them, they will drop items. So, but it is random. I want to try to take these guys out up here, but I'm going to try to do it with my maximum spell here. There we go. We're almost out of magic, so I'm going to have to try to take him out that way. Okay, so what we're going to do now is it's going to be pretty hard. Now, you see I did gain a little bit of mana back for that. It's going to be pretty hard to beat these guys in here, but I think we're going to go ahead and try. And the reason that is I want to save all my mana for the next battle.
Is an evil devourer altar. By it, a Sahuagin rumble. When the altar collapses, a third crest appears. It glows with cold magic.
Now you will always gain a little bit of mana back when you get low on your mana, so you can actually keep casting, get a little bit of mana regeneration. But we're gonna rest. There's no point in refreshing our shield either, because did I get that? Hold up. I'll make sure I pick up that other icon. You can't continue unless you pick up all three of these. Did I pick that up? I did. Okay. I one-shotted that table there, though. That's pretty cool. So we prevented one person getting rezzed, and now we're going to come down here and rest. If you needed the extra health before you rest, go ahead and use your last heal here. If you don't think your rest is going to heal you all the way up, go ahead and use that, because you'll refresh them when you rest. There you go. And we healed all of our mana back. And you can change out your spells if you actually need to. Now this is a good dungeon to actually run Disrupt Undead if you actually pick that as a spell. And if you need to switch your spells out, you just press the spell thing again. You can L1 here, and you can switch them out this way. We don't actually need this, so we will refresh our shield. And once we hit this, what I want to do is go in here and try to take out this thing. Table like we did the last one. So we're going to run up here, right up against this thing. We're going to hit this thing with that, and then keep beating on it. There we go. Now, you will want to watch your health here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and use one of our heals here. There we go. And we're going to take this dude out.
Your bold action saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest in the antechamber is now yours.
Now, you do want to try to break all of these before you actually take out the rest of the guys here. But that's not a viable choice on some characters. So, only do that if you absolutely can. You still want to break these, even if you don't get the extra experience for it. Because they can drop items for you. And then you will... then we get half plate, which we don't need, and then those, so we're going to have to loot all those. Now if you do have some astral shards, if you went and purchased some of those and you have some, you can re-roll that loot if you want. And we're done now. So when you get done with the dungeon, you can try to run all the way back out to the entrance, and sometimes running to the entrance is a viable means to get back out, but you can also just hit the finish button right here and hit yes. And it'll tell you if you haven't completed all the objectives. It'll give you a warning saying you haven't completed all the objectives, and you might want to stay in there, and just so you can't actually go out by accident. So we're gonna run down here and tell her that everything is going on there. Magzie, I was afraid you've been hurt. Did you look in the crypt? What was in there? And I'm going to tell her that the Sahuagin were resurrecting Heytons, turning their bodies into undead minions. But don't worry, I put a stop to it. Oh, how horrible. But what about... Did you find Lars Heyton? Was he... You didn't find a trace of him down there, so he could still be alive. Oh, Magzie, you've done me a world of good. And you close the screen. Once you close the screen, it'll give you the option for your actual rewards. Your two rewards here are the Amulet of Inner Focus, which is one we're going to take, which gives us a +1 to concentration checks, which is good for us because we're going to be more of an up-close fighting person. We're going to be doing lots of damage with our magic missiles, though, once we reach a higher level. Once we reach 2nd level, we're going to do lots of damage with our magic missiles. But especially with the current robe that we got on, it gives us +1. So at 2nd level, we'll actually be considered a 3rd level with the robes that we have on, and that'll give us 1 extra missile. So we'll be able to cast 1 magic missile spell. We'll shoot 2 missiles off. So we'll actually shoot 4 off using both of these spells together. The second one is a Amulet of the Brute. All right. It gives you a -2 to your intelligence and a negative penalty to your wisdom, but +1 to your constitution. That is not even worth it. No, you should never actually ever choose this one. If you do want both of these for whatever reason, if you want all the quest rewards, you can do it this multiple times on the same difficulty. If you want better gear out of that dungeon that you just did, you can actually, after you click this, and it'll tell you, give you a warning, and you say, yeah, I want that one. You can actually do that dungeon again. See, she's got a little blue thing on her, and you can double click on her, and you can say, I want to... Choosing this option here will let you redo the quest here, okay? So we're going to open up our inventory because this item is actually pretty good for us. So we're going to put that on. And these boots here is an evil guard, so you deals 1d6 to evil damage on hit. We're not good. These are boots of evil guard. Deals 1d6 evil damage on hit. So we can actually use these. I don't think it'll hurt us any because we're not good, so we don't want to use that. I don't think those count as armor either, hopefully not. It'll give us a dodge bonus also. And this is really, really awesome armor that I can't use. Look at that bonus. It's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here and sell some of this stuff, and then we'll do our closing little thing. If you have any tips or tricks for Dungeons & Dragons Online, or any tips for the spec that I'm going, go ahead and feel free to post them in the comments down below. If you have If you like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll send you notifications when I have new videos out. You come check them out, see if you like them. If you do like this video and want to share it with your friends, tell them you like it. There's a share tab down below. Click on the share tab, copy the link, post them on your Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you do social media. One thing to note, not all the spells that you cast actually use spell components when you cast them. So you don't actually use these if you only use these if you have spells that will actually use spells. It'll tell you on there. You see, it says components is somatic and verbal. That means it only requires you to move your hands and use your voice. The same with this one. There. I'll show you in a second. Let me get out. Let me sell this. And then you want to always check to see if you need to repair stuff. And you want to repair every time you come out also. If we press here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's the spells here. Come on. That's some spray. Let me see if I can find one component. Nope. Raven Feeblement. Right here. See, it says materials right there in the material cost. That means when I cast this, it'll actually use a pinch of fine sand or omni spell dust. But some of these don't. So you don't always have to have the. You can actually go a wizard, a class, and you can actually pick spells based on whether they use that or not, and you can actually get out of actually getting spell. Using that much spell materials if you pick your spells right, is what I'm trying to say. Which I'm not actually saying that very well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and roll this, and then we'll call it a day, guys. It's a free roll for every day. Go ahead and click on this button here. We got a boost, Slayer, and loot, plus 500 experience. And if we go to our items here, it will show us this thing here. We just click on that and hit yes. And we do have a Slayer bonus. It will not affect us right now. It only affects us when we go out into the world, and we can't go out into the world till we finish these 3 missions. So don't worry about that. Jewel of Misfortune, 4 clovers. You are lucky. Treasure dice rolls are increased by 10. That might be useful for tomorrow. The base cost is, we can sell this for a crap load, right? If we wanted that, which we won't right now. Anyway, guys, that'll about cover for. Oh no, we got some points to spend. Hold on now. Hold on. Let us open up our enhancements here, and we have another point to spend here. We can go with Wand of Scrollmaster, which I don't think we're going to be using wands that much. Universal Spell Power, I think, is a really good one. And your damaging spells generate 10% less hate than they normally would, making enemies less likely to attack you. That is only going to be useful in a group, I believe. I do want the extra spell power, but I think for right now I want to go ahead and get the maximum amount of healing we can. So I'm going to go ahead and put the point in this right here, and we're going to maximize. We're going to max out this little thing right here. So we did get an extra +1 to all saving throws. So if we go back out and press C, and we go over here to stats, you'll see that we got now +4, +4, +6. Okay, and we're really close to going to rank 4, I think. So this will be rank 3 here, and then we'll level up. We'll be on rank 4. Yeah, okay. So we're on rank 2 right now. Anyway, guys, I'm babbling on. I'll see you guys on the next episode.